Samie Lim is a visionary that plants seeds that will eventually bear fruit. His strength is getting people together to collaborate for the common good and achieve a bigger purpose, which is the greatest service to the greatest number of people. Samie Lim, 70 years of service. Inspire, empower, serve.
I've known Samie since he was a teenager. I was his student. Reverse. He was my student.
He grew up and studied in San Beda and became a student leader.
When we were both juniors in high school, we both decided to run for president. We agreed that I would run for president and he would run for vice president. And correspondingly, we won by a landslide. Most memorable moment during our high school days was when we were both awarded co-valedictorians. That was the first and only time that San Beda is giving honor to two valedictorians. And up to now, that feat has never been duplicated.
He was always active in school organizations and was always looking out to help students enter the real world. This he did through the student training program that he fondly calls the STP.
As early as during our college years, Samie already had visions of what he'd like to do in the industry. So as early as during that time, he already showed signs of having visions and having plans and ideas on how to structure his companies in the future.
Samie excelled in school and got a scholarship for BSME at Ateneo de Manila University.
Samie always gave the impression that he was serious. He was a no-nonsense student and a no-nonsense businessman. But once in a while, Samie would let his hair down. I remember one time when he actually approached us, the fun-loving group, and said, "Can we go with you to Ati-Atihan?" And I just couldn't quite see Samie going halabira, halabira. But sure, he came along and he had so much fun with us.
He then graduated as a summa cum laude in Ateneo.
Samie was a man on a mission, even in college. He was always diligent, dedicated, and he worked really hard. Everything had to make sense. Everything had to have impact.
Samie eventually worked in Abenson. He helped the company create the institutional sales department using Student Training Program, or STP, as a foundation. He served as the general manager under Wilson Lim's leadership. Together with the management team, they were able to make Abenson the #1 appliance chain in the country within 5 years. His contributions during his high school days at San Beda and in various industries throughout the decades earned him in 2001 as one of the awardees for the Veterans of the Century Award. Samie always believed in helping the Filipino family by uplifting their quality of life through appliances and furniture.
He had at that time a greater vision, and that vision is he wanted the appliance industry to be a big part of the economy, of the Philippine economy, because a big part of people's lives as you improve.
Samie always believed in helping the Filipino family by uplifting their quality of life through appliances and furniture. Together with his father, Benito Lim, and the entire Lim family, they made this possible. They started Automatic Center in 1948, which was the first appliance chain in the country. The Lim family also started Collins, a company that distributed brands such as Timex, Sharp calculators, and the like. They also distribute Ivory typewriters, Sovereign calculator, and Saito calculators from Japan.
It goes back really to the association between the Concepcion and the Lim's family. It started with my grandfather, Jose Concepcion, and Don Benito Lim. It's been 60 years of partnership, trust, fairness. I meant for a relationship to last for 60 years.
The company started as a small office in Automatic Center, Cubao, where the old Josephine's restaurant once stood. He helped start the business, but it was his brother Nelson and wife Julie who grew the business into what it is today. A big, successful distribution business.
I look back and I look at who we are today. Conception is a function of Samie and what Samie has did.
Soon after, he started working in Automatic Center and helped it become #1 appliance chain within 5 years. How? By making families experience modern living. They launched programs that allowed Filipino families to pay in installment, and by also giving these families group plans for them to be able to purchase and experience these appliances. In 2001, Samie became the president of Automatic Center. In 1977, Samie, along with his wife Carrie, led Blim's Fine Furniture. He helped Blim's become the top furniture chain in the country. He also worked with over 40 local manufacturers from the Chamber of Furniture Industries Philippines, also known as CFIP, to help establish yearly furniture forecasts about the latest colors and trends, and as well as in having locally made furniture sold inside Blim's. Samie became the CFIP director in 2001. Samie also led a joint venture, the Lim family and LG Electronics of Korea.
Firstly, Samie formed a group of individuals, the best and the brightest, and made it a team. It's like Team LG. Samie made sure that the products are highly competitive in every single store in the country.
LG soon after skyrocketed their Gold Star appliance brand to #1 in certain categories under his care.
Samie did synergized all of this, and that made LG grow amongst the top 5 brands in the country.
During this time, he also became the president of Phil-Korean Economic Council. He was also awarded by Citem DTI as Exporter of the Year for the Golden Shell Award 1993. For his work in Automatic Center, he was awarded as a Bossing Awardee of PLDT SME Nation.
One Monday morning, Samie told me he wants to see my sales team. You guys watch this. The movie Braveheart. It showed courage and bravery amidst adversity. All of us were all affected. Amazing coach. He was motivating us and inspiring us through a movie. And it really pierced our hearts and souls there. I told myself, this is an amazing leader. Samie.
Samie's love and respect for the Filipino family paved way to something all Filipinos celebrate in honor of all mothers who are known as ang ilaw ng tahanan. Thus, he pushed for changing the celebration of Mother's Day here in the Philippines from December 8 to May, just as the rest of the world does. His campaign had the blessing of the highly influential Cardinal Sin, so it became to be that Mother's Day became celebrated in May here in the Philippines from then on. He had disseminated letters to retailers and restaurants through a Mother's Day newsletter to offer discounts and perks to moms, and had National Bookstore sell Mother's Day cards. He was thereafter known as the father of Mother's Day in the Philippines.
A Mother's Day movement, the bottom line there is for them to remember mom at least once a year and show them that they love mom.
Samie always wanted to do the greatest good to the greatest number of people.
He's a good organization person. He organizes things properly. He sets goals. He pursues them and brings them to success.
In 1986, Samie was attracted with the idea of the 4 Ways of Truth and became the youngest member of the Rotary Club. Samie also became a trustee of USAID, a council promoting investment in Visayas and Mindanao. He did studies on retail liberalization and master plan for franchise industry that he proposed to local governments' policies to improve the investment in their areas. As one of the founder of the Philippine Retailers Association, he became the chairman of the Asian Retail Conference and Expo 1993, now known as FAPRA.
And of course, he's one of the founders and one of the movers behind the Philippine Retailers Association and the Philippine Franchise Association.
We came up with support for the people involved to be able to attend the different conferences. And then eventually, I think on the third year, we had a conference that was held in the Philippines.
As president of the PCCI, one of his biggest legacies is that together with Titoy Pardo, he was able to get Mr. Andrew Tan of Beggar World to donate the new PCCI head office in Fort Bonifacio Global City.
Because we had a very big Asia Retailers Conference and Expo in Manila sometime in 1993. And this is where the evolution of retailing started.
He brought in the best speakers from Asia, Europe, and USA to talk about modern retailing in mall development. He also got the biggest companies and developers to attend the conference. These seminars brought in a lot of international ideas for the local developers.
What I can remember about Samie is that he's very hardworking and he really pursues things properly and tenaciously.
He continues to be the chairman emeritus of the leading retail association in the country that has become the primary voice of the retail sector. For his contributions to the entire retail industry, he was recognized together with other retail heavyweights as one of the living legends of retail by the Philippine Retailers Association. Samie became the Domestic Trade Development Council chairman under the office of the president during 1997 to 1998. He did a Philippine branding program for Filipino products such as brandies, mangoes, and the like.
The branding program, that is one of Samie's ideas, and that is why he has been such a very positive person in any of the organizations that he has been involved in.
Because of this, he was awarded by CITEM DTI as a championing Philippine brand developer. One of his many other accomplishments was that he also became an undersecretary under DTI for the National Development Corporation. He initiated several programs such as promoting teleconferencing for government agencies, and as well as recommended and closed one unnecessary GOCC per month. In 2007 to 2008, Samie became the president of the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry. During his term, he pushed for 7% to 8% GDP growth during the President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo's inaugural speech in front of all the government officials present, which broke the glass ceiling. He also formed the Council of Advisors that consists of the biggest tycoons and business leaders of the country. Samie had them do talks with other members, which helped them enhance the PCCI reputation as a true voice of the business community. Due to his contributions in the various industries, he was awarded the Dr. Jose Rizal Award for Business and Entrepreneurship. Also, during the Lim World Association Centennial Celebration, he was one of the Centennial awardees of the Lim World Family Association. Samie is referred to by many as the father of Philippine franchising, as he helped develop the Philippine franchise industry as one of the most successful in the world. He helped start this with a vision in creating thousands of businesses and millions of jobs, which has now become a reality.
I could see it in his eyes and his face that the passion of franchising was there, and I knew that Samie would be great in our industry in franchising and would truly want to learn from him.
Samie is also the chairman emeritus of the Philippine Franchise Association. Thanks to him, he developed the local franchise industry into one of the biggest and one of the most successful one in the world. He was also the chair of the World Franchise Council and Asia Pacific Franchise Confederation.
He has traveled the most countries and visited the most franchises associations in the world, and has brought the best of the best, or the best practices, back to the Philippines, or shared with us in the Philippine Franchise Association.
Aside from that, he is also the co-founder of the Asian Institute of Certified Franchise Executives, a premier certification program for franchise executives and business people. The Philippines was the first country outside the USA to offer this program. This led to the establishment of Asian Institute of Certified Franchise Executives.
Samie is a gung-ho go-to guy, meaning he does not stop. Whatever it takes to improve the Philippines in terms of franchising, to be the leader, to be the hub of Asia, you name it, to be the first of the first. The franchising industry in the Philippines wouldn't have been what it is today if it wasn't for Samie.
Aside from being recognized for his important role in franchising by various groups such as Quezon City Gawad Parangal and the International Association of Business Communicators, he has also earned accolades from the Philippine Franchise Association, which awarded him as one of the pillars of the Philippine franchise industry, whereas the Philippine Retailers Association recognized him as the father of Philippine franchising by awarding him the PRA's President Award. Samie's latest advocacy is helping the Philippines become a world-class tourism destination through various industry linkages and education.
Samie believed that tourism provided livelihood, and that for a country like ours, this was a great opportunity for us to provide entrepreneurship, employment, and increase the opportunities for the common person.
While serving as a chairman for tourism for PCCI, he went around the country to help educate key stakeholders in how to develop local tourism through the 5A's program, which stands for Arrival, Access, Accommodations, Attraction, and Activities. These 5A's will bring their goal of 5 million tourists in 5 years a reality.
This tourism program that he has, it gives the template on how to make a location successful in terms of drawing tourism and developing the tourism potential of that particular area.
He asked that if I could help him with the tourism committee. So that's when he and I worked together to form Biz Tour. It has a very nice slogan, may negosyo ka na, enjoy ka pa.
PCCI's main goal is to focus on business development for tourism. Samie also helped promote the opening of tourism schools in tourist spots so that the local residents can truly benefit from the tourism development in their areas.
Samie had a vision to promote Biz Tour as the rally point to develop regional tourism, each city helping each other to promote it as a region.
Aside from this, Samie is also the chair for tourism for ASEAN Chamber of Conference and Industry.
I was one of the facilitators in the vision for Boracay. The vision was said that Boracay as a sanctuary of quiet and beauty.
And as well as the chairman of the President Task Force for Industry and Academic Linkages for Tourism Sector. He also founded CTHI.
Samie really played the lead role in presenting the advocacy for 10 million tourists. So it was quite admirable.
Samie, continue doing all the good work that you're doing and all of the volunteer time that you're giving for the success of the different organizations that you're in. Secondly, I wish you all the best, and also to your family.
Dear Samie, you're 70 years old, still very young. There's no retiring for you. There's more that you can do for the industry and for PCCI and the other communities. All the best. Happy birthday.
Hi, Samie. I do not know what you could possibly wish for that you do not already have. A loving family, success in an industry that is as dynamic as it is competitive. An abundance of friends and journey mates towards a meaningful life. I agree that this life of ours is just too short to be counting the years. So live it fully. Enjoy more. Continue learning and carry in your heart the fondest wishes and fervent prayers of friends like me and Marilyn who wish you nothing but the best. Happy birthday, Samie.
Hi, Sam. Happy Super Senior Year. We are in the same league now. And praying that the Lord will give you more years and more blessings to share since you are a man for others.
Pare Samie, I wish you a happy birthday, and this was a very challenging year for you and your family in terms of health, but I'm sure that you have moved forward on this, and now again is back on the ball, doing things that you really love to do, which is really pushing for our tourism industry. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you, Samie, and look forward to many more years of receiving good advice, good tips, and one of these days we will ride the Segway together. Happy birthday, Samie.
You're now ready for the big things in life. Big text, big fonts on your phone, big drafts, all caps, and large print crossword puzzles. People like Samie don't count the years. They make the years count. The best 6 words that I can ever share with you, Samie, is the best is yet to come. Congratulations.
Happy birthday, Samie. As I've always been fond of saying, we are growing wiser, not older. In your case, you're growing much more wiser than any of us, and you are still so much involved in the industry and business, and I hope that that is your secret to your youth. Happy birthday again.
Thank you for your passion, for your energy, for your commitment, and for your perseverance in really making sure that your advocacies matter and they become reality. Congratulations and happy birthday, Samie.
At 70, you're allowed to rest a little, right? But continue to go on. Good health, remain passionate. Again, happy birthday to you, Samie. Happy 70th birthday.
Samie, you've got a long way to go. You've got more roads to travel, more mountains to conquer. A great leader, my boss and my friend. Happy birthday again.